Hi guys, so I'm going to read All American Comics number 90. So this is a Green Lantern story. It's the first appearance of the Icicle. Someone commented on my last Green Lantern video that there was a lack of supervillains in the Golden Age comics compared to like today. The reason why is because supervillains were just starting out. Like a lot of them were just mad scientists. Like the concept was only just starting. So I don't know what that person was getting on about, but anyway. So introducing the Icicle, the coldest criminal in history. Take the mystic potency of an ancient green lamp, potency which enables a man to walk through walls and gives him immunity to metals for 24 hours. After he has touched the power ring to the green lamp, combine it with the tremendous willpower of Alan Scott, and you have Green Lantern. The nation waited with breathless anxiety as the great ocean liner prepared to dock. Two vitally important personages were on board, one a master scientist, the other a master criminal. And then a strange and unbelievable occurrence halted the oncoming ship only yards away from the pier. And thus began a fantastic 24 hours during which mighty Green Lantern nearly met his match in a life-and-death contest with a new and amazing antagonist, the Icicle. On a bright summer's day, Alan Scott broadcasts the arrival of a great ocean liner. There is an exciting rumor that Dr. Jor Makent, the European physicist, is bringing an amazing new scientific discovery here. We'll try to interview him when he comes ashore. Also, the police have received a tip that the notorious racketeer Lanky Leeds, who was deported last year, is trying to sneak back into this country under an assumed identity. We may see a drama here today, folks. The police are present in force to stop Leeds, no matter how clever his disguise. And here comes the ship now. Wait, this is odd. It's suddenly getting very cold here. Everyone on the dock is shivering. Stand by. I'm going to find out what happens. This is incredible. The Atlanteana is surrounded by solid ice in July. It struck fast. A moment later, in the shadow of a lumber pile, something queer is going on aboard that ship. Gotta find out what it is. As Green Lantern, I should have a few hours of energy left in my ring from the case I finished last night. Seconds later, emerald-clad Green Lantern speeds towards the icebound ship. It's getting colder and colder as I approach the ship. Fortunately, my ring protects me. Great stars! These people are frozen stiff. 201, Dr. McKent's stateroom. But what's in there? Dr. McKent, dead. Shot. View. This day's a nightmare. Who could have killed him? And where did that astonishing cold wave come from? Oh! Sometime later, as the stricken crusader recovers consciousness, the dead man's disappeared. And what's this pinned to me with a lady's hat pin? Green Lantern, if you want to find Lanky Leeds, come to 183 Birch Alley. Lanky Leeds, so he's mixed up in these mysterious events. Wonder who could have written this note. Might as well look into this Birch Alley thing. The freeze has vanished now. Strange. It went as suddenly as I came. And everything's back to normal. Except that a man is being murdered. Not a sign of Leeds anywhere, Commissioner. Seems as like he's given us the slip somehow. No, he hasn't yet. Moments later. Faster to travel on ice, eh, boys? And the Icicle can't waste time. What's going on here? That man in costume is laying down a carpet of ice in front of the sailplane with that queer gun. Going into Television City. What can their game be? Inside the famed gardens of Television City. I don't know if this is the actual name of the city or if it's like a subsection. Like I said, like the cities for the Golden Age heroes always changed all the time. Usually it was like New York, but like they'd have other names like Gotham City, and like the only one that was consistent was Gotham City for Batman and Metropolis for Superman. Those were the only consistent ones. But there's the exhibit. Let's go. But how can we get up there? There's no steps this way. Easy. I play my gun on these fountains and freeze them, see? And now they're steps of solid ice. Follow me. Stand back, or I'll freeze everyone solid. Grab the diamonds and the rubies first, men. So robbery is the game. Lucky I tagged along. First thing is to thaw out these fountains. Icicle, look! You're about to meet your match, Green Lantern, in the... Oh, you're about to meet your match, Green Lantern, in the Icicle. That odd gun of yours is powerful, chum, but my ring will still teach you a few tricks. I don't think... Wait, who's talking? Okay, so Green Lantern talks and Icicle talks, and now Green... Okay, so I messed it up. I don't think so. You're caught by that bronze statue. Clever, but I'm not through yet. I can still hit this statue with my gun. So yeah, I'm all messed up from reading manga. I'm all rest because they read right to left, and this is left to right. So I'm all messed up from it. And now it's frozen so hard it'll brittle as glass. I can push you right over on you. Ugh! Good work, Icicle. You KO'd him. But how are we gonna get down? He melted those fountains. A problem easily solved. The stream of water from the tap is as good as a fireman's pole, now that it has my gun throws it. Icicle, you're terrific. $1 million worth of gin stolen, and those robbers got clean away. What a flop I made of stopping them. But wait, there's still a clue. The note with that lady's hat pin would indicate Lanky Leeds killed Dr. McKent. McKent had a scientific discovery, that a criminal shows up with a scientific command over the weather. It adds up. The Icicle stunt is typical of Lanky Leeds. Next stop, 183 Birch Alley. Short moments later, this is not exactly the swanky section of town. Might as well start trying doors. Holy mackerel! Lanky Leeds dead! Then who is the Icicle? At that moment upstairs, thud. These outfits protect us fine from the chief's coal gun, eh? Say, who's that noise? Sounds like a body falling. The Icicle's thugs. Good thing I decided to look through the rest of this building. Green Lantern! Quick, pepper him! It's your chief I want, but you mugs will do meanwhile. Splat! So it's me you want, eh? Can't move. Paralyzed. Hey, you froze him stiff, Icicle. Tie him up and carry him downstairs, boys. That quicksand bed with blow would finish him off. Sure, and now there's nobody to interfere with the big Equinox job we planned. Huh, Icicle? A moment later below. Quicksand, I've got to... Eh? Green Lantern, thank goodness you're here. So you got my message. Your message? Yes, you were my last hope. We got to stop the Icicle at all costs. Can you get us out of here? Gotta thaw out a little more before I can do anything. But who are you? I'm Lorna Dawn, a Secret Service agent. I hit you on the ship, but I had to do it. Listen and you'll understand. I was assigned to follow Dr. McKent from Europe to see that he and his discovery came to no harm. But on the last day I'm on board... Hand over that new discovery of yours, McKent. Fast. Never. The crook was Lanky Leeds. He and the scientist fought for Dr. McKent's cold ray gun, while I stood by helpless. I must have that weapon. I'll kill you first. Then suddenly the new weapon was overturned, and it went off, discharging all its cold energy in one awful blast. I was knocked unconscious. I didn't awaken till your green beam, generating heat, thawed me out in the cabin. And then... Go on, sister, do it, or else. Afterwards, Leeds dragged poor Dr. McKent's body away and forced me to go with him. I just had time to pin that note to Green Lantern. From what Leeds has said, 183 Birch Alley is his destination. And that's my story. After we got here, Leeds donned that Icicle costume and put me down here. And we're sinking deeper. I think I've thawed out enough to now use my power ring. Once more the mystic ring blasts out, ripping the heavy bonds like ribbons. Then, wasn't hard, was it? Now we're getting out right through this wall. But suddenly, uh-oh, my power ring is given out. What a time for it to happen. What will we do now? Crash. I can still scale a wall when I have to. Hold tight. Seconds later, Green Lantern, you're wonderful. You'll be safe here. I gotta leave you now. See you later. Funny. Her story made sense. Except for one point. But no time to worry about that now. There's lots to do. The home of Alan Scott, and in the shadows, a mystic green lamp gushes 24 hours of energy into the emerald power ring. In brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. And then, now to pick off where I left off against the Icicle. Equinox job, one of them said. And that can mean one thing. The Icicle was going to try to rob the Equinox Insurance Company in Midtown. Meanwhile, in the center of the city, that place sure looks tough, Icicle. Guards at every entrance. But we don't use entrances, my friend. Watch. Now we've got a bridge of ice right up to the top floor cash vaults. Follow me. I was right. The Icicle is right on the job. Suddenly, Green Lantern's power beam blasts forth, spewing tremendous heat. Hey, the ice is torn back to water. We're goners. The Icicle reached the building, but I can't leave these thugs crash their deaths. Green Lantern, again! This will let them down just hard enough to knock them out. Now for you, Icicle. I thought I finished you once, but this time I'll make sure I do the job right. Power ring meets cold ray gun on titanic impact. He can't withstand me. This promises to be a deadlock. Only one way now. Gotta trick him. If I stand rigid like this, he'll think his effect gun took effect. Got you! But you tricked me! Of course, and I should have known. Dr. Jorah McKent, the Icicle. Yes, but you'll never bring me to jail. Stop! He fell 20 stories into the river. That's the end of the Icicle. Later, Radio Man Alan Scott seeks out Lorna Dawn. Yes, Green Lantern, told me the story, Lola. You see, while you were unconscious on the ship, McKent was protected by special clothing. Of course he knew he killed Leeds, because he knew the police would believe that Leeds was the Icicle. So after McKent shot Leeds, he merely changed clothes with his victim. A mask of lace ice on Leeds' face made him look like McKent, and then no one would ever suspect that he, McKent, was the killer. McKent took Leeds with him to his hideout. Later, when Green Lantern saw Leeds, the mask that thawed out and was a dead giveaway. McKent was clever, but this means McKent always had a crooked purpose for his invention. Only he didn't reckon on Green Lantern. And you, Lorna, the Icicle case is closed. So another amazing action adventure with Green Lantern in every issue of All American Comics. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.